So, good morning. I am Lakshmi Patay MG, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government First Grade College, Madhugiri, Tumkur District, Karnataka State. My title is Financial Accounting 2. I am discussing session number 40. The 40 session, it includes the topic conversion of single entry system into double entry system, under which preparation of trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet. So first before we preparation of trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet, first we know the conversion method. So in single entry system, books are maintained may be converted into double entry system. Conversion depends upon the manner in which the books are maintained under single entry system. So single entry system does not provide all the information which are required to prepare trading, trial balance and final accounts of a business. Therefore, when the firm decides to convert its books of accounts from single entry systems to double entry system, it is necessary to find out all the missing informations as per the steps of conversion which is required to prepare a trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet under double entry system of bookkeeping. Next, what is therefore the method of collection of necessary information, that is missing information is required under double entry system to prepare final accounts is called a conversion method. So what are the objectives of conversion of single entry system? Single entry system is converted into double entry system with the following objectives: to find out the correct profit, to find out the true and fair financial position of the business, to make accounting ideal and reliable, to measure accuracy of accounting records, to make a meaningful analysis of financial statements, to enable taking effective steps for improvement of financial position of the business, to enjoy other benefits of double entry system of bookkeeping. Dear students, there are two steps in conversion of single entry system into double entry system. One is ascertaining the missing information. Under this head, there are 7 sub steps are to be prepared. That is preparation of opening statement of affairs, to ascertain the opening capital, opening balance of capital, that is preparation of memorandum bills receivable account, preparation of memorandum bills payable account, preparation of memorandum total debtors account, preparation of memorandum total creditors account, and preparation of memorandum cash book or bank book, and preparation of memorandum trading account, and preparation of memorandum profit and loss account. And step number B, preparing final accounts under double entry system. After completing the missing information from by using all 7 steps, then we prepare the final accounts, and final accounts, that is trading and profit and loss account under single entry system of under double entry system of bookkeeping from single entry system. So I am taking one problem. Mr. Shashi does not keep his books of accounts properly. From the information extracted from such books and other records given below, prepare trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet. So receipts and payments account for the year ended 31/3/2016, that is receipt side, cash received from debtors 1,76,250, cash sales 41,250, cash received from Shashi proprietor 25,000. Coming under payment side, plant purchased 6,250, drawings 15,000, wages 67,250, salary 11,250, interest paid 750, telephone expenses 1,250, rent paid 12,000, light and water 4,750, sundry expenses 21,250, and paid to creditors 76,250. And additional information, that is assets and liabilities, on 31/3/2015, 31/3/2016, creditors 25,250, 24,000, debtors 37,500, 61,250, cash 6,250, question mark, stock 62,500, 31,250, plant 75,000, 73,150. Next, based on the information, we solution the problem. First, we are preparing opening statement of affairs on 1/4/2015. On liabilities, creditors 25,250. On asset side, entering debtors 37,500, cash 6,250, stock 62,500, plant 75,000. The total is 1,81,250. The difference is opening capital, that is balancing figure 1,56,000. 1,56,000 is the opening capital of the capital under company accounts. Next, we prepare cash account, debit all receipts, credit all payments. To balance brought down 6,250. To debtors account 1,76,250, that is cash received. To cash sales 41,250. To additional capital 25,000. And come to the payment side, by plant purchased 6,250, by drawings at 15,000, by wages 67,250, by salaries 11,250, by interest paid 750, by telephone expenses 1,250, by rent paid 12,000, by light and water 4,750, by sundry expenses 21,250, by paid to creditors 76,250, and by balance carried down 32,750 is the total, both side 2,48,750 is the total. And then we prepare total debtors account. Total debtors account intention to find out the credit sales. By to balance brought down 37,500, by cash account 1,76,250, that is cash received from debtors. By balance carry down 61,250. Total credit side is 2,37,500. So debit side difference is 2 lakh. The 2 lakh is called credit sales. And next we prepare total creditors account. Total creditors account is a liability. By balance brought down 25,250. By to cash account 76,250, that is cash paid against bills. To balance carry down 24,000. So total is 1,02,50. So the credit side difference is credit purchases. Balancing figure is 75,000. So 75,000 is the credit purchases. Next, we prepare trading account for the year ended 31/3/2016. So by debiting opening stock 62,500, debiting purchases 75,000, debit wages 67,250, debit light and water 4750, and come to credit by sales, cash sales 2 lakh, credit sales 41,250, total is 2 lakh 41,250. By closing stock credit 31,250. What is the total credit side of trading account? 2 lakh 72,500. The difference is 63,000 is the gross profit of this year. And next we prepare profit and loss account for the year ended 31/3/2016. By balance by gross profit brought down 63,000. Debit side to salary 11,250. By to telephone 1,250. To sundry expenses 21,250. To rent and taxes 12,000. To interest paid 750. To depreciation on plant note is also given in this. Lastly 8,100. To balance net profit transfer to capital account, balancing figure is 8,400. The total is 63,000 is the total. Next, lastly, we prepare balance sheet as on 31/3/2016. On liability side, we are entering sundry creditors 24,000, and opening capital is 1,56,000. Add net profit 8,400. So add additional capital 25,000. Total is 1,89,400. Less drawings 15,000. The remaining balance of capital is 1,74,400 is the closing capital. And asset side cash 32,750. Stock on hand, that is closing stock 31,250. Sundry debtors 61,250. Plant 73,150. The both side total is 1,98,400 is the balance. And finally working note, calculation of depreciation on plant, that is opening balance 75,000. Add plant purchased during the year 6,250. So total value of plant is 81,250 less closing balance 73,150. The difference is called 8,100 is treated as depreciation on plant. Dear students, try yourself. One problem is given. Mr. Guru carries on a small business, but he does not maintain a complete set of accounts. Books, he banks all receipts and makes all payments by check. The following are the particulars obtained from the records, that is receipts and payments for the year ended 31/3/2019. Come to the receipt side, cash received from debtors 1,76,250, cash sales 41,250, additional capital 25,000. Come to the payment side, furniture 6,250, drawings 15,000, wages 67,250, salary 13,250, rent 12,000, sundry expenses 26,000, paid to creditors 76,250. And additional capital, additional information is also given. that is assets and liability on 1/4/2018 and 31/3/2019. Furniture 75,000, 77,500. Sundry debtors 37,500, 61,250. Stock 62,500, 31,750. Bank 6,250 question mark. Sundry creditors 25,250 and 24,000. So provide a reserve for doubtful debts rupees 2,500. From the above particulars, prepare trading and profit and loss account and for the year ended 31/3/2019 and the balance sheet as on that date. So these are the references we are using. By using the problems from any clarifications, you refer this textbook. So in any examination, section B question is asked, ascertain purchases when cost of goods sold is rupees 2 lakh, the opening stock is 20,000, closing stock is 50,000. So how do you ascertain the purchases? That is, cost of goods sold is equal to opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. So cost of goods sold is 2 lakh is equal to 20,000 plus purchases minus 50,000. So 2 lakh minus 20,000 plus 50,000 is equal to purchases. So therefore purchases is equal to 2 lakh minus 20,000, 1 lakh 1,80,000, 1,80,000 plus 50,000, 2,30,000 is the purchases. So these type of questions are also asking for either 2 marks or 5 marks. So another type of questions, that is ascertainment of credit sales and total sales, and ascertainment of credit purchases and total purchases, and ascertainment of credit sales, and ascertainment of credit purchases and total purchases, and ascertainment of total sales and total purchases are also given. And 5 marks questions, definitely from the following information find out total purchases and total sales type of questions are asking. But in 15 marks questions, so in 15 marks questions asking trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet. And another type of questions for 5 marks, ascertainment of opening stock by preparing memorandum trading account, and ascertainment of total sales also by preparing to memorandum total trading account. And these type of problems we are working based on these informations. So once again I repeat, now what are the suppose one information is given. Based on these informations you are identify, so what are the steps to be involved in conversion of single entry system into double entry system, and what are the values are given and what are values are not given, whether what accounts we are preparing to find out the missing information is very important. So without we can identify missing information, we cannot prepare trading and profit and loss account effectively and do not tally. So these are the informations in this problem. Some additional information is given. We prepare statement of affairs, cash account, total debtors account, total creditors account, BP and BR account is not necessary. Depending upon the problem, you prepare only. So a trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet, if any working notes to be presented. So these are the ideas we are preparing. So thank you very much.